Once upon a time, in a beautiful village called Umuofia, there lived a young man named Chinedu and a young woman named Adaeze. Chinedu and Adaeze loved each other very much, but their love was forbidden because they came from two different clans that had been enemies for many years. Despite the warnings from their families, Chinedu and Adaeze met secretly by the big iroko tree at the edge of the village. They dreamed of a day when their love would be accepted, but their dream seemed impossible. One dark evening, while Chinedu and Adaeze were at their secret meeting place under the iroko tree, a terrible storm hit Umuofia. The lightning struck the big iroko tree where Chinedu and Adaeze always seek solace in each other's arms. But as they were about to leave under the iroko tree to a place where they would be shielded from the rain, a huge part of the iroko tree fell, knocking the both of them out. Unfortunately, the both of them died few hours after the event, and this was because there was nobody to rescue them after the incident. The villagers found them the next morning, lifeless but still holding hands, after a heavy search from both families. This sad occurrence increased the more. Years passed, and the story of Chinedu and Adaeze became a legend. The people of Umuofia whispered their tale around the fires at night, but life went on. In a nearby village called Amankwo, two babies were born on the same day, in the same hour. One was a boy named Obinna, and the other was a girl named Chiamaka. From the moment they were born, everyone knew they were special. Obinna was strong and brave. He loved climbing trees and running through the fields. Chiamaka was kind and gentle. She loved to sing and dance by the river. Even though they came from different families, Obinna and Chiamaka became best friends. They did everything together and were never apart. As they grew older, their friendship blossomed into love. Obinna and Chiamaka felt like they had known each other forever. They spent their days exploring the forest, picking fruits, and making up stories about the stars. One evening, while walking by the river, they came across an old man named Papa Ikenna. He was the village storyteller and knew many secrets. When he saw Obinna and Chiamaka together, he smiled and said, "You two remind me of a story from long ago about a love that could not be stopped." Obinna and Chiamaka listened eagerly as Papa Ikenna told them the story of Chinedu and Adaeze. As he spoke, they felt a strange sense of deja vu, as if they had lived that story themselves. "Love is powerful," Papa Ikenna said. "It can break through any barrier, even time and space." Obinna and Chiamaka looked at each other with wide eyes. Could it be true? Could they be the reincarnated souls of Chinedu and Adaeze? From that day on, their love grew even stronger. They knew they were meant to be together, and nothing could tear them apart. The people of Amankwo began to see their love as something magical, something that could heal old wounds and bring back peace. But not everyone was happy. There were still those who remembered the old grudges between the clans. They didn't want to see history repeat itself and would do anything to keep Obinna and Chiamaka apart. One day, A shadow fell over Amankwo. A group of elders from Umuofia came with a message. They said that the old feuds must be honored, and Obinna and Chiamaka must never be together. Obinna and Chiamaka were heartbroken but determined. They decided to leave their village and find a place where they could live in peace. Holding hands, just like Chinedu and Adaeze once did, they walked into the forest, not knowing what lay ahead, but certain that their love would guide them. And so, the story of their love continued, filled with adventure, hope, and unbreakable bond that tied them together across lifetimes. Obinna and Chiamaka traveled deep into the forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the animals seemed to understand their plight. They walked for days, surviving on wild fruits and drinking from clear streams. Every night, they found comfort in each other's arms, drawing strength from their love. One day, they reached a clearing in the forest. There, they found an old abandoned hut. It looked like it hadn't been used in many years, but it was steady and safe. They decided to make it their new home. Obinna repaired the roof while Chiamaka cleaned the inside. Soon, the hut was cozy and warm, a perfect place for them to start their new life. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Obinna and Chiamaka were happy in their little hut, but they missed their families and friends. They knew they couldn't stay hidden forever. They needed a plan to make peace between the clans. One evening, as they sat by the fire, a wise old woman named Amankwo appeared at their door. She was known throughout the land for her wisdom and knowledge of ancient traditions. "I have been looking for you," Amankwo said. "Your love is special, and it has the power to heal old wounds. But you must be brave and face your past." Obinna and Chiamaka listened carefully as Amankwo explained that they needed to return to Umuofia and Amankwo and show the villagers that love could conquer hate. She gave them a special charm, a small wooden carving of two hearts entwined, which she said would protect them on their journey.